In his time living in the Central High Historic District, Paul Dodds restored 13 historic homes.
A lot of times when I would do the house, it'd be worth less when it was finished than when I did it.
A dream with a hefty price to pay.
There's that red house there across the street. I bought it for $6,000 after a fire, and it cost $200,000 to fix it.
He says the home was appraised out at $170,000. At first, not an impressive number, but because it is historic and sits in this district.
I got a state tax credit of $50,000, and I got a federal credit of $40,000.
The Arkansas Historic Preservation Program requires private residential projects to have a minimum investment of $5,000 before the investor can receive a tax incentive. But now that credit is in jeopardy.
Over the years, we have seen buildings demolished in the National Register District. We've seen buildings heavily altered in the historic district.
Patricia Blick with the Quapaw Quarter Association tells me within a National Register district, at least 51% of the buildings must be contributing structures, meaning a building constructed more than 50 years ago must have its original style. Losing that structure jeopardizes the historic status and tax incentives.
So every time we lose a historically significant building could trigger the historic district to be delisted.
Blick says a temporary city ordinance now bans demolitions and major changes to a historic home in the area. That gives leaders time to work and make sure they don't lose the status. But Dodds argues the city needs to rethink their moratorium on this.
There are some investors who are pretty discouraged by that. It's adding thousands of dollars of expense and months of delay that just for no purpose.
In Little Rock, Frederick Price, THV 11 News.